Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna bring you my day number 6 build update video. Or wait, is it day 5? I lost track of the days. This is most likely gonna be the final build update video for this particular build. I'm gonna be continuing to do probably some minor upgrades to the build, just make it turn into like an amazing deep space war, but I don't really think there's anything new or exciting that's gonna be happening to the build. You know, the build's pretty much done off the game. I did Divine Ascent, and we did, floor 35 of Divine Ascent. I did this just before, which is the brand new variation of City Defense. A lot better than City Defense, a lot nicer to do. I did SS20 and 21, 3-star, of course. And I managed to do both of these on the same day as pretty much any other 21s, like pretty much the same as the first people that did 21 and 20. I think I was like what? I was the first non-Erica one in EU to do 20, and I was only like a few hours behind the first Erica one that did 20, which was Sing, and then 21. I'm like also just I'm a bit more, but also just a few hours behind the first 21 from Legolas. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering the fact that my character. Day 3, well, I think Legolas posted a video day 3, it was like at 3 trillion damage. I think day 3 I posted a video, I was at 50 billion. Um, so I'm pretty happy to be able to catch up. That was awesome. And I just wanted to go over the final changes we made to the character. So, first up, I bought myself a new belt. It has hasten and erosion res on it. I put Gale on it, which is really expensive, and I just crafted it up. I think I'm gonna want to do a mixture of like max life and damage percent on my gear, at least for the time being, because we're kind of low on damage percent right now in this build. So that's something I'm working on figuring out. And then I made 2 rings. So I bought this immune to trauma ring for 600 FE. Someone mispriced it. Because, a trauma ring should just be 3.7. Okay, well, yesterday was like, they were like 2.6k, 2.8k or something. I got very lucky and I bought this for 600. And then this ring was listed and it had fire res with lightning res. And I was like, oh, I kind of went all res, but this ring is cold res. This ring's fire res, and this is 10 lightning res. This is essentially just all res at home. And then I had Volt with it, which I bought this for, I think it was 7.5 thousand FE, which, that's pretty expensive. I mean, yesterday Volt rings were like 5k each, now they're down to 3.6k, so it's a lot cheaper. So overall, I spent 8,000 just on these 2 bases. This base was 500 FE, which makes sense. It's, a max life base, and I don't know how many people want hasten. I just wanted a source of hasten because it's really nice for the mobility and the movement speed. And then that's how we get Trauma and Volt immune. I did change my Euro memory. I haven't rolled the Euro memory yet, but I did change this to immune to Ignite and Armor. The reason being that you'll see. I need a source of immune to Ignite somewhere in the build, because I also have immune to crowd control effects as a Kismet now. Immune to CC. And Ignite is not covered in the CC umbrella. Now, at first I thought I could just use micro Kismets to like reduce my Ignite effect, but that doesn't actually make you truly Ignite immune, and if you have things that like increase the damage of elements or whatever, you will still take damage from Scorch. So to just fix that, I went ahead and got the Euro memory. That's pretty much everything I've done for the setup. I mean, the character and like the full movement speed setup, because I changed to like a more damage setup now for doing Divine Ascent. But the character in like a full movement speed setup is pretty decent. It's not quite as fast as I would like my character to be, but we are about 315% movement speed, it's decent. We are hitting for, I don't know how much damage we're doing right now, but we're hitting for quite a substantial amount of damage, considering that we are in a full mapping speed setup. And I think going forward, the plan is simple. I want to do some videos about farming strats and things. I've been doing like a hunting safari setup, which has been very, very nice. I can just do a quick map of that. You've probably seen like some videos of me just doing that exact same setup. Where I'm doing hunting safari, and I spent actually the entirety of yesterday just like testing things out, trying to figure out like what I think is the best setup for hunting safari. And a big reason I've been doing hunting safari is because Clockwork has actually been bugged. Now, I did see in the patch notes this morning that they did fix Clockwork, so I might try out some Clockwork and maybe make a Clockwork video as well. But I do think today, you know, later today, I need to go to the shops and stuff and do some IRL things. But when I do get home, I want to start stream, maybe do like 30 minutes of mapping to have like a rough FE per hour to show people. And then I'll make a guide for my hunting safari setup. So that people can like try it out. And yeah, I mean, this has been the form that I've been doing since like day 3 or something. You know, I was doing this day 3 when the compasses were like 8 FE each, and I was making a ludicrous amount of FE per hour. The compass prices have unfortunately gone up since then. People have been catching up on it. But it's actually been a very fun form. It is a very, very rippy form. It does require quite a lot of survival to be able to like go through it. But if your build is able to handle it, you know, it's very nice. I don't know if it's actually going to be better than Clockwork, because it's felt better for me than Clockwork simply because of the fact that Clockwork has been bugged and stuff. And the maps are faster. But now that Clockwork is fixed, you know, maybe Clockwork is going to be on par with it or better than whatever, so I'll probably test that out and then make a video about it. And also another start that I want to test out is just beacon farming. I've been looking at the prices of like beacon stuff. I generally think beacon farming makes like infinite money right now. It seems extremely good to do. Prior to doing that though, what I was doing to make my money is I was doing cube, where like literally I'm just going like full on cube, like drop quant, and just every single point in the cube tree, just doing alch and go. This was making me quite a lot of money. I did this time mark 7, time mark 8, and time mark profound. And then I also for a while did prices farming with like machines, where you do machines trying to get prices basis. I did this like day 2, I think, or day 3, I think, before I stopped like the profound hunting strat, before I had the damage and stuff for it. And it was pretty nice. I mean, right now it's not that good anymore, obviously, because prices bases aren't that expensive anymore. But early on in the season, it's actually pretty decent, because it doesn't matter what base affix you get. Like, if you just hit a wand, it's worth a lot. If you just hit a ring, it's worth a lot, etc. And I did actually drop a trauma ring, funny enough. But I ended up selling it for like 2k FE back then, because I just needed the money. But things worked out because I just bought a different one eventually. And anyway, I think that's gonna be it for the build update. I don't think I missed anything in terms of like how the build has been working. You can definitely find like my build codes and things for this season, and also like the setups and stuff that I used for killing 20 and 21. Overall, it was a pretty good season. This build is really good at 21, by the way. I've heard like this build just makes 21 like super easy, because the modules just tank like everything that this fight throws at you. It's really stupid. It's really nice. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed the build. My next build that I want to be working on, that I'm going to be doing, is going to probably be doing Whirlwind Sage. With my goal being that I want to be able to do like 500% movement speed minimum mapping again this season. So I'm going to make a build specifically around the idea of having infinite movement speed, but then also specialize into making it tanky enough that I can do, that I can just do anything, like deep space hunting, that I can do golden cage, etc. Whatever it may be that I want to do. Anyway, bye YouTube. I hope we can look forward to that. It's going to take a while to set up, and we're going to have to farm a lot of FE, but I'm going to be streaming every day still, and just having a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you again later. Bye-bye.